Aloha world. Beautiful morning. So have you ever thought how your mornings would be if you would, or when you live the life you love? My mornings would look like this. They already look like this, but they would be even better in some warmer tropical places. Hope you have had fun and have implemented some of the guidance your Divine Feminine has given. If not, now is the time. Yesterday I talked about finding a channel, how to start to communicate with her on regular basis, and that brings us to another layer, which would be commitment. Divine Feminine loves commitment. So how can you start to be more committed to her? So when I started to write every morning, I firstly put myself a little target, 30 days. Every morning I'm gonna write, no matter what. And after 30 days were done, I added another 30 days. Because it seemed like 30 days that was doable, so it wasn't like a stretch or difficult thing to do. So maybe 30 days is too much for you to start with, so you can do just one day, increase it to 7 days, then increase it to 14 days, and then go to 30 days. So your guidance may be different, so I will just recommend you to honor that. So that would be really cool. So now, why is commitment very important? Commitment is important because it helps to build a relationship with your Divine Feminine, and also that she starts to trust you. So trust is built on commitment. So, and commitment is also, in a way, what you say, what you do is matching. And when your Divine Feminine can really trust you and see that what you're saying and doing is matching, it really develops a very deep trust. And as that trust gets more developed, this doesn't happen overnight. What happens is you will start to notice that your inner woman actually takes it to the next level and starts to really give you more input. Your intuition will start to be more talkative daily, not only once a month or once a year. And also, every time intuition is coming, there is also a little expectation that, okay, now I told you that, I gave you the guidance, so what you gonna do about it? So that's action taking, which already goes to the inner masculine, but it's the first thing is to receive. And probably in the coming days we have to deep dive deeper into that as well, because we haven't really talked about it, and that's one of the core keys of the Divine Feminine as well. So commitment is the core foundation to build and change. And now commitment can be challenging depending on what kind of a season in your life you are in right now. So let's say you are in an autumn season, which means that you will have a lot of activity, you're pulled in all directions, and even though it can be fun, sometimes those commitments, especially if it's connected to your self-love or self-care, can go out of the window and door and be pushed to the back burner. And that never ends up well, because you should never be pushed away from the priority seating in a way. So sometimes it helps to write down your commitment. And maybe also it is taking just this one thing, like for example the writing, and just write this down. I am writing every morning this time when I wake up. I do this for the next 3 days, 5 days, whatever you choose. And then if it helps you, maybe you even need to put like a little prize after each day. So I know many women, the instant thing when you talk about prize after they've done something, may think like, chocolate cake, ice cream, chocolate, and choose something better. So maybe it's hugging a loved one, maybe it's petting your dog or cat, maybe it's meditation, maybe it's going to a massage. So link it with something really yummy for you, and so that you also kind of like maybe above the average, like motivated to do this, And once you get the commitment into place, let's say you have done it maybe 3 to 6 months, then usually what happens is that it becomes such a natural part of your life that it's not a chore anymore. It's not something you have to like force yourself to do, or it's difficult, because now you already have seen the benefits. Maybe good ideas have come, you have put them to work, maybe you feel calmer or other things, and as this happens you understand, you even like wonder, how did I even like manage my life without it before? So, and in my case, what I can say, all these years I've been writing, I am much calmer. I don't like bother my husband with all of my thoughts or concerns. I write my journal in my mother tongue, so no one in my immediate close proximity here understands any of it. So it's like my secret language, so I can just totally pour out all my thoughts, all my concerns, everything. And I use it as almost like my bestie or my therapist. I discuss things, and then now as I imagine that this is also done in connection with my inner woman, so I'm personifying who I'm writing to, then the whole process gets to another level, and it feels so much better. So I'm calmer. I know that this is something I desire to do, and I just do it because this is an important way of showing self-love and self-care to myself every day. And no matter where I am, also when I'm traveling, no excuse. I also figure out the way. So actually the writing during traveling is actually most exciting. So in the future, my divine feminine actually gave me a little crazy idea. I take like 12 months and travel the world, be in like different parts and take different countries to write several of my books. I have some of the manuscripts already half done. I probably need to update them a little more now. And some are still in a process in my head, so they need a little downloading. And I can only imagine what fun, amazing books these can be, because when I'm traveling, all of my elements and my core being is activated. So now, as she is also giving me these ideas to get it to the next level that way, so to make that happen, we need resources. It would be really cool to, so that I don't need to and I can just enjoy, and my only job is to write. And only when I think about this as an idea, my whole being lights up. I feel so happy. I start to get images of places where I do it. In a cafe in Paris, in a jungle in Bali, high scraper in New York. There's so many different environments, and environments can really support our writing in a big way. So this is where my inner woman has taken this to the next level, and because she knows that I am listening, I am taking these ideas seriously, and I'm also putting the seeds down for the future purposes. So this really is a real thing. It's not just some utopia thing, So think of ways how you can make the commitment more fun, and then also take a little period of time to focus on it, and then see what's the result. And the best is if you can get into the layers and levels where it's turning into automatic flow. And as you are also exploring this, one really cool way to look deeper into it is also, if you have some resistance coming up with that, you take a moment, try to figure out where this resistance is from. In my case, as we are doing certain things right now with my coaching business, I have to have some commitments there as well. Certain things to do, certain things to follow, certain things to learn, implement, and so on. And for years I've had so much resistance with that, and then I wondered what the heck is going on. I'm not a lazy person. I love to improve, and now I have figured out the core to it is because of my human design type. I am a mental projector, and I'm not supposed to work like most people do, from 9 to 5 or produce. I'm just supposed to be visible with, yeah, so I'm supposed to just be visible and make it very clear what my talents and skills and knowledge and experiences are, so that people would know where to invite me or how to include me into their projects or possibilities. And what this does is that my creation is not the typical creation. You get an idea and then you run with it. You basically put the seed into the pot and then you just almost like forget about it. You just kind of focus on your visibility and improving your skills and talents, and then trusting that, yeah, kaboom, one day it happens. So I figured out where that resistance to my commitment came, and that's really big, because now once you figure this out where the root is, you can turn it around. So until you can't figure it out, it will be whatever you're creating, even when you are connected to your divine feminine, will always go through extra challenges and hardships and like this heavy energy. And when we are working with divine feminine, and when we wouldn't even say working, but flowing probably more, what's happening is that it just creates like this ease and flow. It's not heavy anymore. So that's the difference with it. So I hope this gave you some ideas, and that you still every day are listening to your divine feminine. I certainly have had fun with all these 20-something days, and it's always surprising how these things are coming. Like this morning I actually had another idea to talk about, but then as I turned this on, she changed her mind, so I talked about commitment, because that seemed to be more important. So, and she's a woman, so she can change her mind, so that's okay. And you see, I'm going up and down is I'm picking some shells, which are coming up to the shore with this beautiful low tide. So put it to works and enjoy. Tell me also how it is going. We have challenges. What's been the highlight of this journey, and how is everything? It would be nice to hear. Aloha.